Richard here, and Josh getting healthy, John getting healthy. You know, we've taken some great strides the last, you know, I don't even know what the games are, I don't want to make a number of, but 4, 5, 6 games, whatever it is, of playing and competing against some really, really good teams with a chance to win, and we just hadn't been able to close games out. And, you know, we did the same thing, and that's kind of just what I try to reiterate to those guys in the huddle. You know, we're here again, all right, and we got to believe that we're going to close this out. And so I'm really, you know, happy for them, because it's tough, you know, when you lose games like we did in Houston, and like we have towards the end of games. You know, you lose confidence, and that's all it is. Closing games out isn't about X's and O's. It's about confidence in yourself and a belief in your teammate that we're going to get the job done. And they did. You know, we had some weird things happen tonight. You know, Kirk goes out at halftime. John goes out with cramps. Asked Josh to play to the point. Cartier hadn't played at all. He comes in and plays as big as you can play without playing, you know, leading up to that time. I was really proud of JaVale. You know, he came in tonight and played Hibbert as good as we've seen leading up to this game and watching tape on Hibbert, you know, which he didn't do last year. And so those are the kind of things that add up to, you know, victory. You know, to win 104-90, shoot 39%. That says something to our defense. And our defense has been much better since the health, Richard coming in, Josh getting healthy, and such. So we're obviously very pleased with this. Now it's going to be tough. You know, you play a team back-to-back. Now we got to go to Indianapolis, play the same team, you know, without any game in between for either one of us. And now we just got to go out and fulfill getting our first win on the road. You know, we've set ourselves up on the road here lately to be in a position to do it. And, you know, now I would think our guys would be confident going into Indianapolis after just beating them and trying to get that job done.
Coach, obviously you thought with Wittman, you talk about playing with that in mind, and especially playing well with that in mind.
Well, no question. I talked to Flip and told him, you know, this was for he and his mother, and you know, those are tough times. You know, your family's, like I said before the game, your family's your #1 priority. Nothing else matters in this thing, and so, you know, he's got to be back there and keep his mind where it should be. And like I said before the game, I didn't do anything different. We followed the same concepts. You know, we didn't reinvent the wheel here. You know, I'm an extension of Flip, and I don't want to be here on Friday doing this, but if I have to, you know, we'll do that. And it's, you know, I didn't do anything differently than what Flip does, and we'll keep it, you know, that way.
When you talk about 6 in doubles and you get 3 with doubles, you were rebounded away from having a 4th player.
Well, that's just a testament, yeah, a testament. You know, we've talked and preached a little bit since all the changes have come about. You know, it's not about who you draw a play up for. Like I said, they scout us just like we scout other teams. They know our plays, we know their plays. It's about playing basketball when it comes down to it. And you got a shot, you take a shot. If you don't have a shot, you got to pass or you got to drive. And we've done a better job of that lately. We haven't held on to the ball. We haven't pounded the ball. We've either had a shot and we've taken it. A good point tonight was Andre. Andre, what'd he miss? You know, wide open shots in that 3rd quarter. I you know, said to guys, I'm going to take him out a couple minutes, just tell him come over here. Those are great shots. I want him to shoot those shots, and he should shoot those shots. His head got a little messed up in missing them, and I said, hey, those are great shots. You get those shots again, I want you to shoot him. He comes back in the 4th quarter and hits 3 in a row. Same shot. So that's where our guys got to continue to believe. You know what? Guys that should shoot the ball have to shoot the ball. And whether it's going in or not, you have to have that belief. And that's what winning is. That's confidence. You know, I played the game. I was supposed to be a great shooter. If I didn't believe I was going to make a shot, it wasn't going in. So you don't want your players thinking that. You know, I kind of told Dre that when he came. I said, hey, when I stick you back in, you get that same shot, you shoot it. And, you know, he did, and it went in. So he, you know, he's got to believe that. Those guys, Nick, you know, Kirk, those guys got to believe that. You know, every shot you're going to take is going to go in.
Randy, halftime, first half was pretty choppy. First half
It was not pretty.
choppy.
We didn't, they're not sending this to the museum.
And then Kirk goes down.
Yeah, you know, he got his knee hit. When we initially took him out, he went back in, he got banged knees, which his knee was bothering him leading up to this game a little bit, with some soreness. Then he hit that same knee, then went back in and got knee in the thigh on top of it. So it was, you know, it made no sense to even try him, even though we became shorthanded, and John just coming back, you know, from his injury. I didn't want to, you know, play him 48 minutes, and we were able to sneak by with Josh handling the ball for us when he cramped up and went out, which was huge. You know, that's the versatility he gives us. You know, both offensively, he can handle the ball, he can slash to the basket, he can rebound, he can make open jump shots. Defensively, you know, he's probably going to be one of, I think, as we move forward, one of our best lockdown defenders. If we need to guard a Granger, if we need to guard somebody on the perimeter, we're going to probably stick Josh on him, and that's why we've gotten better defensively. But no, the first half wasn't pretty, and I told him, but we're in a position. You know, we haven't played bad enough not to be in a position to win. It's tied 44-44, and let's go out and believe now that the second half is going to be the best half we play. Now, was it? No, but you got to believe that that's what you're going to do when you go out there.
So Walt played more minutes than you had designed.
Well, I mean, you know, you got to be careful. I don't even know what he ended up with. 35. You know, that's probably where we want to try to. I probably don't think right now anymore. We'll see how he is tomorrow. But we got to make sure his health's the number one thing, and we obviously know when he's healthy what he can do on the floor. And I think we began to see that again tonight. You know, his pushing of the ball 94 feet, his ability to find people with the pass on penetration. You know, but we got to keep him healthy, and he's just coming back. So we were caught behind the 8 ball a little bit when, you know, we put Lester on the inactive list, thinking we might have needed another big to battle Hibbert on the inside because of foul trouble. And you play that game in this, you know, with the inactive list. And we guessed wrong tonight.
Randy, what about Nick's defense in the fourth quarter?
Nick's done great now. We had 4 charges tonight, first time all year. All right, that's another testament why we're playing better. You know, we're sacrificing ourselves. We should have had a 5th, I thought. Dre, you know, if he had just fell down, I think there towards the end that they would have given him that one. We haven't had that. Now we've had at least 1 charge in the last 6 games, I think, and we had 4 tonight. You know, that's where you win that. That's where you can get away with shooting 39-8 and win a game by 14. So hopefully our guys learn a little bit, you know, of that you can still shoot and play bad. I don't think anybody is going to be really happy with what they shot, other than, you know, Cartier going 4 for 6. There wasn't a lot of stellar numbers on that stat sheet, but you win going away.
And limiting the turnovers if you get a season.
Well, that's always going to be crucial for us, taking care of the ball. And a couple of those came late there. You know, John, I think the ball slipped out of his hand, you know, late there. So, no, that was an excellent job of not turning the ball over.
Coach, all of our thoughts are with Flippin's family. We hope that he comes back. But can you just comment a little bit about how it was like for you to step back in this?
Like I said, I don't want to be here. And I'm not being honest with you. You know, my job. I know what my job is, and you know, we're hoping that things can go obviously as well. You know, back there, and he's got to obviously take care of what he needs to take care of. But no, I'm ready to move back over to that seat to the right as quickly as I can. Thanks, guys.